What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. I know I set this thing up for 9:45, but look, I'm early sometimes. We're out here in these streets. How's everybody doing? How are we? We just clicked the live button. We're live. Again, it's August. I'm here. I am August. Yo soy Augusto. However you might say that in Spanish. We are here. Mr. August in the building. How is everybody doing? I actually just got done recording what's going to be a banger video. Hero RB draft strategy will be out tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that. But I figured instead of posting that tonight, why not hop on a stream for a bit and we'll post that tomorrow morning. So how is everybody in here doing? We got Quality Dividends. We got Brett in here. We got SoFlo Sports in here. Why do we got why do we got these across the top of my screen? But how's everybody doing? How are we, man? How are we? By the way, what we're in here to do, as most nights, if it doesn't say high stakes in the title, we are going to be doing some drafts on Underdog Fantasy. So make sure we have a link in the description, live chat, comment section down below. If you click it, it takes you to Underdog Fantasy. Use this promo code RON. When you use promo code RON on Underdog Fantasy, you get a deposit match up to $100. And then you can hop into these best ball drafts where you draft, no trades, no waivers, no setting lineups. You draft, you forget about it, you get practice in for your home league, you get to draft with us on stream, and then boom. That is it. It's all on Underdog Fantasy. Promo code RON. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'll let you guys know when we hop into this draft, and you guys can hop in along with me, get in a draft together. We got Frankie in here. He always comes early. Ayo. We got Himmy Neutron. We got Stay Puffed in here. We got Toronto Dave, the Mandem. What's going on, my boy? We got Cole Bryant. How's everybody doing in here? How is everybody doing? I told you guys, we're not missing a single day. If you look up in that sky and it's blue and you look at the calendar and it's August, I'm in here like swimwear. We got Darius Diaz. What's going on? We got the Boxing Yeti, Dalvin Cook, 101. You're gonna have to beat me to it. I'm taking him 1.00, 0.5. Mr. August, what's good? What's going on, brother? What's going on? How are we? We got Brendan in here. We got Pesky in here. Not late. Use promo code RON Underdog for a few extra puppy entries. Let's go. Love to see it. What's good, Augusto? I'm good. How's everybody doing? Bijan Robinson is a hero RB. Yes, sir. We got Connor in here. We got Jim Paula. Who needs ESPN or wherever else? And we have Ron Stewart. That's what I've been saying, bro. Drafting on ESPN, trying to hop on the draft. We're drafting on Underdog Fantasy. Sharpest ADP out there. Best way to get practice in. How is everybody doing? We already got 87 people in here. I do appreciate you guys all hopping in. I think we'll see. If we get enough likes, I hate asking for the like goals, but if we get enough likes and the stream is popping enough, we may do more than one BBM. So keep that in mind. Everybody be on your best behavior. Be active in the chat. I'm just playing. I love you guys. Let's hop into one of these, huh? We got Torsten Burkhardt. Guten Morgen aus Deutschland. Can you translate it, Ron? I'm going to say good morning, German. Good morning, Germany. That's what I'm saying that means. But how's everybody doing? How is everybody? All right, so let's stop all the what do they call them? The pleasantries. Let's actually get drafting here, huh? Let's do a BBM. I have to get going on these BBMs. I still feel like I'm behind. I know that the puppy is out, so make sure if you're new to Underdog. Oh man, dude, I hate that you guys could see how much money's left on the account. I'm gonna have to make a deposit very, very soon. I'm going to have to make a deposit very, very soon, fellas. But we're gonna hop into a Best Ball Mania here. The puppy though is $5. If you're new to Underdog, it's the best tournament to play. It's $5 to enter. It's like what, $200,000 to first place. Yeah. Crazy upside, but it fills fast. That's the thing about the puppy. There's only so many, and they fill very fast. It's already 40% full. It's only been out for like a day or two. Make sure if you're thinking about hopping on Underdog Fantasy, use promo code RON, hop on, try the puppy. It's not going to be out forever. Now, I appreciate y'all. Let's get into one of these drafts, huh? All right, so I'm going to click this first button. It does not mean that I'm hopping in this draft, all right? Enter does not mean I'm actually entering. It's this yes button, okay? So if anybody wants to hop in here, I'll give you guys a nice countdown of 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh boy, you guys are gonna have to race. We got 3 spots we're waiting on. That I'm sure once the stream lag catches up, Those are going to fill very fast. Yep. There it goes. But how's everybody doing, man? How is everybody doing? You're taking Braxton Berrios 101? Yeah, me too. Me too. He's too good looking not to take him that high. Now let's make sure that our setup is all pretty here. I think this looks okay. Let's pop out the draft board as we do. Boom. All right, perfect. I actually love the 2-spot. We don't get the 2-spot very often here. But how is everybody, man? Everybody like for Augusto? Yes, sir. From Germany. Dude, Germany is crazy. Being from Germany is wild. I will say I did a 23andMe, fellas, and, like, I'm just white. Like, I'm just white, but, like, because it's whack to be like, oh, yeah, I'm, like, Scotland, and I'm German, and I'm Greek. Like, I'm like, Italian, German, Greek, Irish, Scottish. Like, I'm just white. I'm just white as hell. But German is one of... I actually... Now, you guys are going to be like, Ron, what the hell? But, like, I wasn't all that close with my great-grandmother growing up, but she was, like, a full 100% German lady who only spoke German. She was kind of... she was kind of a nasty woman. And I hate to say that about family. But, yeah, the years I knew her when she was, like, in her 80s and only spoke German, to me as, like, a little kid, I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I probably shouldn't have said that live to, 150 people here, but hey. It is what it be, man. It is what it be. What do we got in here, though? We got Craig Schneider, but we went Jamar Chase at 2 here. Nothing really weird has happened. Jefferson at 1, Chase, we go 2, who to me, Chase is the clear 2, pretty much regardless of format. McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill, Kupp, Eckler, everything is pretty vanilla schmella in this draft. We got Henry Muto in here. Josh Hayes on XM today said Hall was now a 9th-round pick value and Dalvin a 4th-round value. Good Lord. Man, Fantasy Sports Radio. Fantasy Sports Radio probably used to be huge, huh, Henry? I imagine it's sort of fallen off. I know I want to say, like, Chris Evans was pretty big on radio at some point. Salfino a radio guy? I'm not sure. Good work, Ron. Almost right. Almost. I'll take it. Got the 4 spot on your home league. Thoughts on Bijan versus Hill? I probably prefer Bijan unless if it's like standard or really running back heavy. Anything else stick out? Bijan at 8. Bijan at 8 is usually where I take him. I usually take Tyreek Hill in this top 4. But it kind of depends on the settings of your home league. So JSN at pick 73, a good value in a home league. I'd say that's a great value. He goes pick 55 on Underdog. So pick 73 in a home league is what, like 7th round? Yeah, I'd say anywhere in the 7th round for JSN is a huge smash. We got Chris Moran in here. What's going on? You missed it again, SoFlo? Damn. I hate to see that. You were you were saying that you really wanted to get that to get in here. Welcome back to the attic. Not quite. I don't know how you get the value in NFC. Every guy you get goes earlier. Every guy you get late goes earlier. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm telling you, like, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but like fantasy football, a lot of times you can just take the best player, and guys will just like reach to get their guys and get like their favorite players, and it's like that's cool. But when you play enough volume, I have zero attachment to anybody. If you give me anybody who's like, oh, this guy's a 4th rounder on Underdog, and you just gave me him in the 7th round, I'll take him. I don't really care what his name is, even if it's Najee Harris. If it's Najee Harris, I'd still take him. What do we got? We got the Rising in here. Yes, sir. I am August. We're going to get... I don't know what we're going to do for this whole August thing, but it's really... it's really... it's become its own thing. I said I am August. I am Mr. August. No one will work harder than me in August. And it's just really taken off here. And I kind of love it, man. I kind of love it. It's been my entire mindset here where we've been working late, right? Like every single day. We're putting in work from like 8 a.m. to like 10, 11 p.m. in August, but I am August. Nobody will work harder than me, and it's all good. It's all good. I'm just playing, man. I'm not working that long every single day. Taking some breaks in between. What else we got in here? You said just got T in the 3rd round in JSN, 10 picks past ADP in a slow. I love August. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got threw grandma right under the bus. Hey, man. Someone had to say it. Someone had to say it, and it was going to be me. How many BBM drafts have you done? I believe this is high 90s. It's like 97 or something. What are we at? We are at, 100. So this is BBM number 101 right now. BBM number 101. We're making good pace here. We're making good pace, good time. We actually have a lot of slow pipples that I've kind of being an asshole, bleeding out the time just because I've been so busy. Maybe we'll make some of those picks after this draft. I'm not sure. Anything weird happened in this draft? Pollard's been going a little bit earlier ever since the Dalvin Cook stuff, since the Ezekiel Elliott stuff, but it hasn't been too high. I mean, that's still, I would take him there. Amon-Ra St. Brown slips a little bit, but nothing looks out of place just yet. Mahomes sniped on the Kelsey stack. That's a bit weird. Favorite high ceiling picks outside of top 5 rounds for redraft? I like Bateman. I like Quentin Johnston. I like a lot of the young breakout candidates. I used to like Burks until today. I say Bateman. What else we got in here? JSN, of course. I trust more YouTube and Twitter experts and radio TV experts when it comes to fantasy. And I agree. I think that you're probably correct in that assumption. But that's not how it was in the old days. You used to have studs everywhere. I think like Matt Harmon used to be on Fantasy Life, or like not Fantasy Life, but like Fantasy NFL Network stuff. Matthew Berry was the man on top of everything for a while. We're going to keep hammering this late second Jonathan Taylor in half PPR, man. One of these days, Jonathan Taylor is going to return to practice, stop with the holdout cheese, and he is going to go back to being an early second, mid-second type pick. 2-3 turn, I'll take JT here every time. I don't have these 3 wide receivers, Higgins, Smith, Ridley. I see them all as the same dude. Like I don't really see a huge drop off or tier break. And he lets me pick whatever of those wide receivers I want too. Like he might have gone running back there, you know. I don't have an opinion when it comes to these guys, but I will say 3rd round Devonta Smith is pretty rare, so we're going to take 3rd round Devonta Smith. I don't think I have a 3rd round Devonta Smith yet. Locks us out of Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts is already gone. No chance in hell am I letting this guy have any shot of getting a Devonta Smith to come back to him in the 3rd round after starting Eckler, Jalen Hurts. Is CD and Pollard too much Cowboys? No, but I would probably cut it off there. What's the best strategy in your opinion this year for 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex league? Probably hero or double hero RB. Do I actually have 0 attachment to players? I mean, like, I love A.J. Brown, but, like, the price comes with it. Like, I love A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's been a guy that we've been on every single year of his career. He made us a ton of money last year. I love A.J. Brown. But 109, miss me with 109 A.J. Brown. You know what I mean? I do like players, but I draft in so many leagues, and I've done so many drafts that, like, I don't have to get my guy ever. When I draft A.J. Brown, it's usually here because, every 20 or so drafts he'll fall there. What's up, Ron? Hope you're doing good, my guy. Good to see you growing. I appreciate that, man. And I recognize your name, too. You're 100% somebody that's been hanging around the channel for probably a year. You should travel to Germany in the offseason and visit us here. Maybe Oktoberfest. Or no, that is during the season, but that would be funny. The basement is August. I will say I think that we're going to get another order of the original basement merch for anybody out there that wants some. I actually went to a bar over the weekend, and one of my buddies that bought a shirt, we didn't know that he was going to be there, and he pulls up on us, and he's wearing my shirt. It's a great bar shirt. A lot of my buddies tell me that they wear it out to bars and do well in the basement tee. Was my great-grandma named Augustine? I believe she was. This is a BBM4. I probably should have specified that, but $25 buy-in BBM4 here. Have you done any Bulldog 2s yet? I have not. I gotta make a deposit here soon. But I've been laying off some of the high-stakes stuff as we really dive into the high-stakes redraft stuff right now. Anything stick out on the draft board so far? Josh Allen went the furthest he went after Lamar, which is pretty interesting. Jacobs a little early. Yeah, everything's been pretty vanilla here still. Andrews Lamar at that 2-3 turn. People think that that's a really unique start. I don't think so, man. I see it a lot. I see a lot of people do that. Man, we got 285 people in here. Leave a like, man. You guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely insane. But it's wild, dude. I appreciate when that comes out here. What's your take on Achane after the limited role in preseason? I'm not reading too much into it. I still really, really like Achane as an upside pick. He's the best receiving back in that offense, and if he takes over the Raheem Mostert outside zone slasher type role, it's all over. What happened with Burks? Not that I have many shares. Something with his leg. I think that he had an LCL injury, so that's pretty ugly. You hate to have any lower body injuries preseason, but it's just where we're at. What's up, Ron? How you been? What's going on, Cameron? How are we? Finished up an NFFC from the 4 spot. Went Cup, T, Debo, Ramondre. Nothing really fell, but felt good. Yeah, that's a solid start. Got some decent RBs. At the end with Deshaun and Pitts. Yeah, that's probably a nice balanced team. Zach, you have a home league in 25 minutes. Let's go, man. I love that it's home league season, dude. I love that it's home league season. Like I said, we have our home league is on Saturday. We're filming the draft. That video is not going to be out until not this weekend, but the weekend after that. So I don't really want to get you guys excited for it, but I'm excited for the draft. Like I have the home league draft. It just hits insane. The nostalgia and the serotonin that you get from a home league. Whew. Cannot wait, man. It is in the air. You can smell it in the air. Yeah, big facts with A.J. Brown 109. Again, I love the guy. He's one of my favorite players ever. We've drafted him every year, but god damn, I cannot get behind that price. I'm taking CeeDee Lamb over him there. I'm taking Diggs and CeeDee Lamb over him there. Thoughts on point per first down, scoring formats? I've talked about this before, and I hate to be this guy, but I am very much a vanilla missionary fantasy football player. I just want the least amount of confusion possible. I don't want the super flex. I don't want the freaking point per freaking, point per carry, point per drinking a water bottle on the sideline, like point per offensive pass interference. Like I get it. It's a cool twist. Maybe it's because I play in so many leagues. I like them to be kind of vanilla, but just leave the weird stuff for Dynasty. I don't know. And I don't want to, again, I say this all the time, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. If you enjoy having like a point per first down, have at it. I just prefer the vanilla stuff. Okay? I am a guy where when we're playing poker, I want to play Texas Hold'em. I don't want to play any of the nonsense. I don't want to play the freaking 5 Omaha, freaking double Rolex, 2 aces high, deuces low, freaking, I don't need all that. Just give me the simple stuff. Just keep it simple. Now, we're going to take a wide receiver here and then get Burrow in the 5th probably. I'm thinking, okay, so Drake London's been falling a little bit. Mike Williams has been going up because Drake London has not been a guy who goes after Mike Williams very often. But let's go Drake London here. I've been taking a little, not more of him, but Mike Williams has been getting a lot in these redraft high-stakes leagues. You're playing a lot of leagues and you just get your favorite guys. You end up with the same. Exactly, dude. You get the same team. And I see a lot of guys do that, especially in Dynasty, man, where they just end up building the same team over and over again. It's just like save your money at that point, man. The whole point, the whole reason why I play a lot of volume is I want to get exposed to as many different draft rooms and values and fallers as I can. We're gonna do an order on that soon, I think. Can you do Superflex rankings? I'm curious on your strategy in those 2 QB leagues. The issue is, one, it's really tough. It's just like I actually recently removed the positional rankings from the rankings because I just want it to be. I want to be able to update the rankings whenever I want, and when I then have to update the rankings and then update the positional stuff and then and then transfer it to Superflex or transfer it to like a half PPR or standard league or something, it just takes so much time that it becomes tougher to update them as often. And I also don't even play in enough Superflex leagues where I really feel like my strategy on the matter is all that good. You know what I mean? Like, I've played in so many redraft leagues. Like, I do well. Like, historically speaking, I don't do well in redraft Superflex leagues. My Superflex Underdog tournament advance rate last year was bad. Like, I don't think I advanced a single Superflex team. Now, I only drafted like 15 of them, but Superflex just isn't my strong suit. I don't know. I would love that start, except I never ever get a top 2 pick anymore. I get a late Taylor. All I get is pick 6 to 12. Yeah. I've been getting lucky, man. I've been getting a pretty decent, distribution here. What else we got? How much do you watch? How do you watch a stream and not leave a like is beyond me. That's what I'm saying. We've got to have 80 likes, though. But if we could get to 100, that'd be pretty sweet. Be pretty cool. Be pretty cool. How much does it run to fill out all the Underdog 20s? Dude. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to roughly guess because you have, like, the Mastiff where you can do, like, 7. My guess would be, like, fringe 6 figures. If you wanted to max out every single one, it'd be a lot. But just maxing out BBM, I believe, is $3,750. ETN or Gibbs? Gibbs for me. Love your passion and work on. Thank you, man. Eckler or Bijan? I like Bijan, but I have him back-to-back. I agree. Home league's late as possible is the play, but I also just it's the only time all of us could be in person drafting together. Wow, you're going to Vegas for your home league? Dude, that's sick. With Ramondre going ahead of Breece now, do you agree with the market that Zeke is more washed than Dalvin? Well, I think it also speaks to the concern on Breece Hall's ACL, but I also agree that Zeke is more washed than Dalvin. My first home league draft was 1990, and is still running without 50% of the original members. Wow. 1990, Henry. I was like negative 11 in 1990, bro. You guys didn't even have freaking red zone. Jeez, dude. Now this is a great comment from you, Louis. I'll give you that all day. Best pick / worst picks in every round is dropping, I believe, next week. We have nothing but straight fire on the docket for you guys right now. Hero RB draft strategy tomorrow. Pretty much from like Thursday through the weekend, we're going to have the Hero RB draft strategy. We're going to have the best values in your home leagues where I'm going to compare Underdog ADP to your Sleeper, Yahoo, ESPN stuff. Your worst pick in your home league. And then I think we're also going to do the best wide receivers to take in the dead zone. So you can expect those. That should be like 4 videos from Thursday through like Sunday, plus a stream every day. So we're going to be on top of things. Don't you worry. No video today, but we're gonna have nothing but straight fire. We would have had a video today, but I just didn't want to post a video in the Hero RB video that I spent a lot of time on. I didn't want to rush it out, you know. Time of day is best to draft on UD. I have a theory that drafting super late at night is a good play, but you never really know. This is 4-point passing TD here. Yep, we will. Hero RB tomorrow, and then next week we're going to talk about how I use all my draft strategies, and then we're going to break down picks 1 through 6, and then picks 7 through 12, and just kind of talk through strategy from each spot, do some mocks, all of that good stuff. I'll make sure you guys are all prepared by pretty much the end of next week. You'll all be prepared. Leave a like or your Ron's great grandma will haunt your dreams tonight. That's on God, bro. So this is pick 71. Waller has now officially passed Pitts in ADP, huh? And this guy, the turn, already has a tight end, so we're going to let him take that tight end, or not take a tight end, but dare him to take a tight end, really more so. And let's go with Addison. I've been wanting to draft more Addison. I think that he is a strong play, just as a rookie upside bet. He seems like one of these, like, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave route technicians that just come into the NFL and produce right away. I'm fine betting on it in a good offense with a capable QB, even as a second option to Jefferson. I think he can be sort of similar to what Devonta Smith was last year at like the absolute highest range of his outcomes. And then we'll go Waller here if this guy lets us. I've been taking a lot of Pitts, but he's also somebody I've been trying to wean off of a little bit. And then he's also a guy where he's one of the few players where if I already have a stack going, I don't want Pitts. Like, I don't want Pitts and London. I think that the odds that they both hit this year in unison is very, very low. What else we got here? How close to the start of the season does Underdog stop making tourneys? Dude, I'm going to be honest. I think that they go all the way through. Like, I think the season is going to – I think you're going to see tournaments all the way through, like, maybe that Saturday. At the very least, through until the Thursday night game, they will have a billion. You said your home league has been running for 15 years and the commissioner doesn't want to do it anymore? Tell them to suck it up, man. Wow, you helped your dad manage his team in 05. That's sweet, man. That's sweet. What else we got in here? Man, 342 people in here, man. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are going crazy. Also, just a little recap on our team so far. Jamar Chase, JT, Devonta Smith, Drake London, Joe Burrow, Jordan Addison, Darren Waller. Pretty fun start. This is like a really nice. Actually, it's pretty fitting as we tomorrow morning we're going to drop the Hero RB draft strategy video. This is Hero RB to a T. We have wide receivers through the flex, elite QB, elite tight end, RB1 Jonathan Taylor, and we still have 3 rounds to get another wide receiver on top of the ones we have through the flex, and then we can start hammering out those RB2 archetypes. Yeah, Cream Pie Gang was a great comment from that guy. I really don't know what he was on about. But that was great. We got Jake Rothbard in here. Are the New York Jets finally going to have not only one good fantasy player, but several? I'd like to think so. This kid Rothbart's from my hometown. I love when the homies just pull up to the streams and say what's good. But Rothbart's a huge Jets fan. There were some Sundays where me and Rothbard would live and die by Zach Wilson. Now we finally get Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be sweet. Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. They're going to be first-round picks in 2024. Bet on it. I've said this a billion times, Rodrigo, but I'm starting a golf channel. If I win BBM4, I'm doing golf content where I go from where I am right now, which is straight ass, to a scratch golfer. Document everything, make TikToks. That would be what I do. Yeah, Waller is rising really fast. But I think it's kind of justified, too. He's really interesting as like a big slot red zone weapon in this offense. I think he's by far the best wide receiver on the team. High on London this year. Do you believe Ritter can get him there all season long before the other wide receivers in round 4? Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I do. I think that there's upside for Ritter to be better than we think. We in these streets, man? Of course we are, man. Of course. Have you done many weekly winners? I have not, but it's just because I'm just not a DFS guy. Like, DFS isn't my strong suit. I kind of like weekly winners is the part of my game that I'm weakest at. Like, I struggle so much to even still in these where I'm like, what does a weekly winning lineup look like? Like, what does that lineup look like that wins in a given week? And I really don't know. Like, it's not my strong suit. It's not my thing. I do think it's a really fun format, though. Like, if it was my thing, I think it would be fun. But I think I only have, like, 1 or 2 of those entries. But definitely make sure you guys check out the Weekly Winners contest. Like, I don't know if it's going to fill at this point, which means that you can get some, like, layover or overlay where you get some nice closing line value and squeeze some EV out of it. And it's going to be one of those contests where it's not solved at all. It's probably the best ROI contest to join right now if you think that you have an edge when it comes to DFS type of concepts. Yo, Henry, chill. Used the rankings in my home league last year and took home the win, taking everybody on top where they fell. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. I love hearing them when guys use the rankings and do well. I am August. We're here. It's August. I'm August. We're streaming every single day. All right, we're not going to take Treylon Burks because he's falling a bit here. Could take. I don't really want to take a QB. We'll probably take a running back here. To be honest, I don't like Pacheco, but I think Pacheco kind of makes sense here. I think he does. 8-11 Pacheco is interesting. Or actually, let's go... Man, Rashad Bateman's my most owned player right now. Let's go Rashad Bateman. That gives us wide receivers through the flex plus another. And then we can hammer the hell out of running backs. I don't really have a guy that I prefer. Like I like Pacheco, Dillon, and Khalil Herbert at this price. Some guy in the chat is screaming at team 11 to go Anthony Richardson. golf from the basement. It'd be something like that. Would love to see that. Yeah, I suck at it. Yeah, I love Good Goods videos. I like Bob Does Sports too. They all do great stuff. Like I would love, like, imagine if your workday was like on a spring morning, like 10 a.m. Just pull up to the golf course, set up a little stand with your camera, film every shot, send it to an editor who does the ball tracking and stuff, and then we just upload it to YouTube, TikTok, boom. That's it. Now, I would still do my fantasy football stuff, and I would still, when August comes around, I would still buckle in, and we would do the same song and dance. But, you know, in those June, July months when not a lot's going on, I'd be on the links. Let me just say that much. A.J. Dillon is probably the pick here, but Khalil Herbert's been getting so much buzz that I want to get more Khalil Herbert, and I think that his price does not stay at 105.1. Or I think that his price goes sub 100 very soon here, Khalil Herbert. He's getting a lot of buzz where he was like a 100% guy for the Bears. He seems like he's very clearly the lead back. We talked about it in the skyrocketing, or not the skyrocketing video, but the sleepers video. Running backs with Justin Fields or Lamar Jacksons in these huge rushing seasons usually have a lot of efficiency that comes from that. How do I find golf clubs tall enough? They're tall enough, but I look like an idiot, dude. I look like an idiot where I'm freaking... I don't know. My swing is bad, dude. Like, my hands are all tangled. Like, because my arms are so long, like, everything doesn't feel natural. I still feel like my hands get tangled a lot of the times, and the follow-through doesn't look right. I don't know, dude. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's not a tall man sport, not by a long shot. You said you feel like a BBM winner is going to be a team from this week who drafted Brees round 5. He's going to crush after the bye. I actually love that call a lot. What else we got? You got first and third in your home leagues last year. Love to see it, man. We got Tom in here. He's going to be at the live draft on Saturday. Tom's coming for me on Saturday. We'll see. Herbert's a pick on the way back. I guess that's who I took here. Streams have been popping off lately. How has the channel been doing this year? If I'm going to keep it completely honest with you, Cameron, from, like, honestly, after the NFL draft from, like, June to July, the channel was, like, fine, I would say. But August has been really good. August has been really good to us. And I have no choice but to give you guys what you want. The algorithm's been doing us crazy. Like, 340 people in here on a random Wednesday night. Absolutely bonkers. What were my first couple picks? We started Chase at the 102. Then we went JT, Devonta Smith, Drake London, Joe Burrow to stack to Jamar Chase, Jordan Addison, Darren Waller, Rashad Bateman. Nice little hero RB team. And then our first running back, Khalil Herbert, in round 9 here. Or our first RB2. Fields in the 10th or Khalil Herbert in the 19th? Probably Khalil Herbert in the 19th, but it's really close. What else we got? Chase or Justin Herbert? I think I would go Herbert. Can help you with golf. I need all the help in the world. You said I'm 6'4". The best thing I ever did was get fitted for clubs. Yeah, that's probably what I have to do. It's just so much. It's just so much money. You think that? Do you think getting your clubs fit? Like, how expensive is that? Mr. August, we got Hurricane Lane in here. The registered nurse. What's going on, my boy? Do you think Brees will be good enough to start weeks 16 and 17? I would hope so. I think the question is really, will he be good enough to start from weeks 6 through 17? I believe so. Some don't. Big men can be big off the tee, though. Yeah, that's like the only thing that I get is that just having like a long, windy swing. I'm pretty ass with the driver, but I'm telling you, like, irons, I can wreck. Like, my biggest accomplishment so far, and I don't have many, is that it was a par 3. It was like 165 yards to the hole, and 7-iron off the tee. I got it to the green. Just absolutely blasted it down there. But I don't know. Maybe that's pretty routine stuff for people, but I can hit the irons pretty freaking far. Driver, I still suck with. Like, I can debatably hit my 5-iron, like, maybe 10 to 20 yards less than my driver. I'm still really trying to work on the driver. What's up, Mr. August? How's it going? It's going good, brother. I don't know why I struggle to even speak there, but what's going on, my man? We got James in here. I absolutely clicked my first home league draft with your Patreon rankings. Much love. Thanks for the hard work. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all these positive reviews we're getting on the rankings. I'm telling you guys, I don't like. I know that there's some draft guides out there that like boast, you know, like I have like 3,000 words in my draft guide and it's everything you ever need. I don't know about you guys. Just give me the rankings. Just give me the answers to the test, and that's what I have. It's a cheat sheet. It's on the Patreon. I didn't really mean to plug it this stream, but if anybody has a home league coming up, it's $8 on the Patreon. You can unsubscribe after you get the rankings if you like, but you can get a bunch of cool stuff in season, like waiver wire rankings, rest of season stuff, weekly rankings, all that good stuff. But the rankings are, in my eyes, an absolute must to bring into your home league. Guy with pick 1 says he's going to take Bijan. What's the latest you draft an RB1 in a 0 RB build? It really depends on the board, man. Really depends on the board, but probably inside the top 10. $100 at Goff Glaucian, $350. Is that $100 per club, Blake? If it's $100 per club, god damn. It has to be, right? There's no shot that it's less than... There's no shot that it's $100 for the whole bag. God damn. I still think as well, I'm 6'3". 6'3". Wow, Jameson Williams fell. So we just have no choice but to take him here. 119. Oh, I guess because he got hurt today. But I mean, like, come on down, brother. So we're at 1,261 right now. We're pretty much good at wide receiver for the time being. We have Burrow, so we kind of want like KC, Bengals stacks. At QB, can go Daniel Jones here if we'd like to. I actually am kind of open to it. I think we're going to go, if he comes back to us, we'll take Daniel Jones. As long as his bye week isn't 7 and it's 13. Okay, perfect. Because then we can get him stacked to Darren Waller, and then we're good at QB. And we can kind of just hammer a ton of running backs. I think we're going to sort of aim for a 2-6-8-2 build here. But let's see what this guy does. He does not take Daniel Jones. Perfect. All right, so let's go Daniel Jones. Boom. So this is like a pretty perfect hero RB for a best ball team. We have wide receivers through the flex, +2 through round 10. Our RB2 candidates, Khalil Herbert with JT, elite QB, tight end. Took our second QB here. Now we're just going to hammer the hell out of RB2 the rest of the way and just take like a couple wide receivers and like a backup tight end, and then we'll be good to go. How do you feel about Rachaad White? I've been seeing him going like in a lot of these high stake spots. He goes like 6th round. I can't get there. Round 7, 8, I can do it, but I sort of still prefer like DeAndre Swift, Javonte, James Cook even. Cut your driver down a little bit. Shorter is, huh? You think a shorter driver might help me? Tall guy here loving single length clubs extended by an inch. I know people resist the idea, but it makes the game so much easier. Huh. I will say some of my clubs, I think, I bought all my clubs are used, and I think some of them are a little bit longer. I'm not sure. $100 for the full bag. Say it ain't so. You said, Ron, throw it up one time for Tijuana. I just know that Hero RB video going to smack harder than our tacos. Oh, you know it, my boy. I used to have family in Florida. Every time we'd go down there, we'd go to a spot named Tijuana Taxi, I believe. It was like a Mexican restaurant with like drinks and stuff. People, it was usually a vibe. I remember being a little kid. It was kind of like a it's kind of like a Mexican Hooters. I could be talking way out of turn there, but it kind of was. I don't know if it was like Mexican Hooters or if it was just that I was a little kid and all of the Latino women were beautiful to me. I don't know. What's the difference in tournaments prizes and regular season prizes? Regular season prizes are just based on overall scoring, so it doesn't matter about your individual leagues. Tournament prizes, so regular season prizes weeks 1 through 14, just the highest scorers in the entire field across the board. The tournament, you have to advance out of your 1 through 12. You have to then advance out of round 15, round 16, round 70, whereas regular season is just weeks 1 through 14, highest scorers. You thought I was 5'10"? I am a big guy. I am a big guy. You sort of forget it when I'm on camera, and I kind of forget it myself. I still, one of the coolest things to me is I did get a picture with I got a picture with Shane Gillis after his show, and Shane Gillis was recruited to play offensive line at Army, and me and him were pretty similar size. I'm not going to sit here and, I mean, he's a lot thicker than me, but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I'm 6'3" for nothing. I can't dunk. I can't do anything cool. It's kind of a cheat code at bars, though. You definitely instantly stand out just being a tall guy. But barely. But also barely. Not doing much, but checking the weather app. Hitting a couple damn she's bads. Tapping my boy on the shoulder. Damn she's bad. Back to the weather app. Maybe scroll Twitter. Order a drink. Back with the boys. Hitting a couple more damn she's bads. Checking the weather for tomorrow. That's the bar experience. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, but I'm also not kidding. Any more news about Amon-Ra St. Brown? Just know he got some leg injury. You're saying Amon-Ra St. Brown got hurt? Say it isn't so, man. Say it isn't so, please. Please, say it isn't so, man. Say it isn't so, man. Let me check. I didn't see anything negative on St. Brown today, but Amon-Ra St. Brown comments suggest low severity ankle sprain. Limited info available, but likely minimal effect by week 1. Okay, so it's not really something you should worry about, but it's not great. It's not great. Wow, so we have a lot of tight ends available. A lot of wide receivers as well. The running backs have dried all the way up. We will, I mean, I wouldn't call it a reach, but we're going to start hammering running backs here. I am debating Higbee would be fun, but I'm going to chill on Higbee. This has to be 2 running backs. One of them is going to be Gainwell, who I guess has been rising a bit. I'm fine taking Gainwell here. And then I'm kind of fine taking one of, or no, we already have Herbert. So I would enjoy Raheem Mostert here if possible. But I'm also open. I don't think this can be wide receiver, to be honest. I think that this probably has to be tight end. There's so many tight end options that maybe it's the play. I'm looking at Higbee as a bring back in that Rams-Giants game. But I also don't think I can pass on Sam Laporta if he's an option here. And we already have some Detroit going. We can make a mental note to take some Dallas late. Yeah, so let's actually go Laporta. Laporta is my favorite tight end to take here. And now we're done at tight end. We're done at tight end and QB. I have to be honest, for a hero RB build, we're probably taking it too thin at QB or at RB2. But we're going to hammer a ton. Just trust that we're going to hammer a ton. Rest of the way, it's going to be running back. And then this actually might be a 2-7-7-2 build, honestly. We're being so thin at running back. 2-7-7-2 actually sounds like the play here. If I was to draft Kelsey in the first round, what pick would it be at? Probably like 108. Your 6-screen player's driver 1 inch under standard, huh? I'm open to the idea that my club might be too long. I've kind of just come around on Swift and the idea that Penny hasn't had great reviews. Swift is a talented running back who catches passes, and it's a crowded backfield. But we talked about in our dead zone running back video, you want to target crowded and ambiguous backfields in those middle rounds. That's where a lot of those guys emerge and become league winners. Slime, Ron? What's going on? Why are you saying slime? No drafting from the bar? Sometimes. Hit those calf races, you'll be dunking in no time, dude. Never, bro. Never. I have a tape measure here, DKB, if you'd like me to do this. Should I get a tape measure out and measure my hands? What is it, just thumb to pinky? Now, don't ask me why I have a tape measure next to my computer, but I do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with one hand. Right? I don't even know how you do it, man. I don't know. It's like 8. It's not good. It's like 8. I don't know. It's like 9 maybe. I don't know. This isn't good. Why I have this tape measure, I could not tell you. Or Taylor's tape. I don't know. We'll say roughly 9 inches. But that still doesn't really feel great. Why Laporta over Dolcic? At this point, Laporta seems like he's going to run more routes. Ever go 2.862? I don't, but interesting idea. Ron Free Jeffrey? What do you mean? Assuming both are healthy. Assuming both are healthy, you taking Amon-Ra St. Brown or Garrett Wilson in full PPR, bar for bar. Bar for bar. I'll take Amon-Ra St. Brown. But it is very close. What's your 40 time? I ran a 5 flat as a freshman, and it was a pretty strong time among the freshmen at lacrosse, but I don't know. It's pretty funny. Like, I love the guys who cap and they're like, yeah, dude, I ran like a 4.65 in high school, man. It's like, no, you didn't, dude. Your coach fluffed those numbers up, my boy. Let's see. You're saying to do it on the table? Let's see. Let's get the actual reading here. It won't be verified by you guys, but if I, like, really stretch out my pinky, man. If I really stretch out my pinky, like, really stretch it out. 9 1/4? 9? I mean, I don't know. I kind of have big hands, but I also, something that I've said before is, like, I'm waiting for the day, like, dude, my hands are okay. They still feel like little boy teenager hands, though. Like, is that a crazy thing to say, fellas? Is that a crazy thing to say? I still feel like little dainty teenager boy hands. Like, when do I get my Tony Soprano, like, sausage finger, like, huge-ass hand? You know what I mean? Like, when does that come in? Do I have to get fatter? Like, when do I get my Tony Soprano big-ass, like, fist hands, manly fingers? It's probably a crazy thing that I just said there, but I think some of you guys will know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, there's some dudes where you shake their hands and they're just, like, older than you. They're, like, grown-ass men, and they just, like, engulf your entire hand, you know? When does that come in for me? I'm still waiting. So I think we'll probably take Hyatt or Hodgins. We'll go Jeff Wilson. And then we will go Hyatt or Hodgins here, just to get another stack to Daniel Jones that I like. Oh, Hodgins went right before us. Okay, so I should have secured Hyatt. If he goes Hyatt here, I'll be mad, but sort of asked for it. Okay, so Hyatt, and now we're pretty much done at wide receiver as well. We're probably going to hammer out nothing but running backs rest of the way. I do have soft hands. Even I get calluses from lifting weights, but even then, like, my hands soft, dainty. Where you get that tape measure though? I genuinely got it because, like, I don't know, when I have to, like, hang up shit and, like, the panels and stuff, it's just good to have, you know. And to tailor one so you can, like, bend it and stuff. I like the ones that you can. I mean, I have a normal one too, where it's like one of the things where it's like, you know what I'm saying? But those ones you can't really, like, you can't bend around as easily. Be born in Eastern Europe? Yeah, that's probably true. Like I said, I want one of those big ass hands. Can I grip an NFL football? I think I can. I can palm a basketball, but I'm like. Yeah, I gotta get over. Yeah, I just gotta get big, dude. Buy a jugs machine. Used to be a fitter and teaching pro. Oh, that's sweet, man. Thank you. You said you DM'd me? I'll have to take you up on that. Oh, we're in a lead together, Weaver, huh? I probably recognize you from either Some sort of subscriber leak, right, Weaver? I imagine. Were you in the redraft one last year or no? After kids, you might be right. After kids might be the play. After kids might be the play there. Hand size to gabagool eating ratio. Yeah, I'm not eating enough gabagool. I don't have enough kids. I'm gonna get there. I just want to let you guys know. I want to have those freaking big meaty, big fists. Like right now, I just feel like I got nothing, dude. Like I got nothing. Does anyone? I got some small, soft, hairy hands. Oh boy. You got those hobbit hands, my boy. Yeah, Musgrave has been going all the way up. Musgrave has been going all the way up. We got 333 watching, 150 likes. Come on, everyone, smash the like button. Yeah, leave a like, fellas. We're in round 15. If we hit 200 likes, we'll do another draft. We'll do another draft. And not just another draft, but because I have to deposit money into my account, I only have $16 left. For the first time in a long time, we are not going to do a Best Ball Mania draft. If you guys can get me to 200 likes here, get the stream, get us to 200 likes. It's August. We can do anything. No one's working as hard as us. It's 10:30 p.m. Eastern on a Wednesday. Who else is out here? Who else is out here? Let me know. Who else is out here? 10:30 Eastern. Random day. But yeah, what are they trying to say? Yeah, 200 likes and we'll hop in a puppy, which should be pretty fun. That's a $5 to enter, which means like pretty much all of you guys can join. Yeah, exactly. But you get what I was saying. You get what I was saying. Big fan, Ron. What are your thoughts on Jonathan Taylor's new agent, Gabe Itch, saying he won't play without a new contract? I'd be so shocked, man. I would be so shocked, dude. He has no leverage at all. Answer my question. I don't like it. You're lucky. You're lucky. That's not a very nice way to ask me to answer your question, but I got you the sarcastic one. Tall team PPR, 2 running backs, wide receiver, flex. So 1 wide receiver spot, 1 flex, 1 super flex. Who should I keep? 3 keepers. Hurts first, Eckler second, Breece Hall in the 5th, Dobbins in the 7th. Or no, first round Eckler, second round. What the hell, dude? What is this? Hurts in the 1st, Eckler in the 2nd, Breece Hall in the 5th, Dobbins in the 7th. I don't know where Ridley is, but if he's in the 19th, then it's Calvin Ridley by a lot. What do we at? 183 likes. Come on, let's get to 200, fellas. Let's get to 200. Helps the boy out a ton. Again, we'll do another draft. It's already 10:30. We'll send another one. Will David be gracing us with his presence? You tell me, bro. I'm not going to say your name out loud, my brother, but what's going on, King? Yes, sir. I'm in the BSMT. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. Oh, BSMT World Cup. Grip and rip it, Ron. Let's go, big dog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Toxic, tough draft, just like the subscriber league. Yeah, dude. The subscriber leagues are brutal. Subscriber leagues are brutal, but it's fun. You said Lance is done, right? No point in trying to get him in Dynasty. I still am keeping the light on for Trey Lance, man. I am. Maybe it's dumb to do so, but I still do think. How are you going to ask the question? Completely botch the question. I will. I'll give you guys a heads up when we join this one. Just make sure you leave a like, and I got you guys. Just make sure you leave a like. We're at 192. We should hit 200. And then we're hopping in another one of these drafts on a random Wednesday night. I'm for the people. Now, I will say the stream situation is a little bit hairy this weekend because, again, my live draft, we're going to an Airbnb down the shore. So Saturday morning, or Saturday in general, is going to be tough to stream. But I think we're going to go in a day early, get a hotel room, and I might stream from the hotel room that Saturday morning before the draft with a couple of my buddies. So be on the lookout for that. I think that could be fun. We'll go Gus Edwards here. I think this is going to have to be running back rest of the way. Yeah, it's going to have to be running back rest of the way. We'll go Gus Edwards here. Anything makes sense correlation-wise. Correlation-wise. And Gus Edwards is gone, huh? So Jerome Ford's been slipping. It seems like he's hurt. I've been wanting to draft more Ty Chandler. Well, let's go Jerome Ford. He's been falling. He's falling here. I don't know. I don't know that it's that warranted this fall. And I would love Ty Chandler. If not Ty Chandler, we'll probably take Clyde. I got to chill on my Clyde stuff, though. I'm back on my Clyde shit. That's the thing. I'm back on my Clyde shit. Nah, I'm playing. Travion Williams is a fun shout. Stroud gone. Travion Williams, Chiefs. So, like, Deneric Prince is fun. Nothing for the Giants that I really like. Like, I'm not grabbing Eric Gray. I was actually shocked. The Giants had Eric Gray returning kicks, and it's like, this guy ran a 4.6, I believe. Anybody know if he returned kicks in college? I would be shocked, to be honest with you. And Rams, I guess I kind of like Kyron Williams and Zach Evans later. But we will go Ty Chandler. I've been coming around on Ty Chandler. I want more Ty Chandler across the board. So let's take him here. Why not? I also want to star the Cowboys running backs, and then boom, we're good to go. All right, let's show what the rest of the draft looks like. We're at 199 likes. Damn, we've been keeping at a consistent 300 plus in here tonight, man. You guys are crazy. Just a positive, you better do a puppy. We will. For anybody out there that wants to hop into this next draft, it's just going to be a $5 to enter. It is perfect if you're new to the site. We have some time here, right? We have this turn, and then once this is done, we'll get into this draft. But it's $5 to join. Promo code Ron on Underdog Fantasy. You have a link in the description. Live chat. There will be one in the comment section down below once this thing is uploaded. But in the live chat right now, there's a pinned message at the top. You click it, takes you to Underdog Fantasy. It uses promo code Ron. It matches your deposit up to $100. And then I will step-by-step guide you into joining the puppy. I will do a countdown, and then we'll all try and get into it at the same time so we can all draft a puppy together. It's just $5 to join, $200,000 of first place in that tournament. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. What are the chances on the RB dead zone being a little less dead zoney this year? I think there's certain profiles that are less dead zoney. Like now Ramondre, Brees are kind of going to the dead zone. I wouldn't really call those guys dead zone. Like to me, the clear dead zone guys are Miles Sanders, Alexander Madison, Najee, Mixon, and that's really it. Cam Akers, but he's starting to fall to the 7th, which I don't mind once he gets there. But it's tough to say. The RB dead zone is definitely going away in Underdog, where they just keep getting drafted later and later. But in your home leagues, where James Conner's a 5th-round pick, and running backs get pushed up, there's still 100% a dead zone. You got Lance in a 3rd for Ingram in a 2nd. I'll buy in. Yeah, I'd buy it too. I like him. I think that the play is that if you are if you're rebuilding in Dynasty, I think Trey Lance should be on your roster across the board. Gabe Itch is the GOAT of player agents. I hope. Somebody got me bad with that one. God damn, you got me bad with that one. God damn, you got me bad on that one. I didn't read the second one, but you got me with the first player agent on Jonathan Taylor earlier, huh? What are you drinking? Isn't that energy drink protein powder? Are you juicing? LOL. Don't give me shit for it, fellas. Don't give me shit for it. I can't believe you've asked me this, because now I have to answer. You guys know I'm an open book. I don't lie. I'm actually glad you asked, because this is the first time speaking of this, but we have a brand new sponsor of the channel. We are officially a G Fuel channel. No, I'm just playing. We're not a G Fuel channel, but I have G Fuel. It's whack. I got it for super cheap. Like it was like my brother's. And it's just a really easy way to get caffeine in later on in the day when I can't make coffee. There's a case to be made that there are healthier ways to consume caffeine than G Fuel. I don't have it very often. I had it today because we've been working hard, and I wanted to stay sharp for this stream. But yeah, it's G Fuel, and I'm super embarrassed about it. Are you filming the draft? Yeah, we're going to film the draft, and that should come out the following weekend. It's going to be sweet. I'm going to need you to comment on Ryan Clark saying Pickens is much more talented than Jefferson. It just goes to show that the TV personalities are tough, man. They're really tough, dude. You got Ty Chandler picks 166, not paying attention, starring Vikings. I've been there before, man. I took Dawson Knox at like 140 this morning because of that. Lawson's taking 2 running backs in the first on the same team. I don't love it. So having a rough couple of weeks, it's all good, man. I'm always just joking around. I'm never taking stuff too serious. Hit the like button. Yeah, we hit our 200 like goal, so this is going to be fun. Brees Hall or Jahmyr Gibbs? Gibbs as of today. Gibbs as of today. Kenneth Walker to me doesn't profile as a dead zone back. All right, so we're going to be on the clock here. The Prince goes. We have Travion Williams, Malik Davis. Yeah, I think this has to be a Malik Davis pick. I think he makes the most sense, especially with Deneric Prince and Clyde off the board. Those are my two options at the top of my board. Let's go Travion Williams. I haven't been taking a lot of Travion Williams, and he stacks to Burrow. It was close between Travion and Malik Davis, but let's go Travion Williams. He seems to be like he's back in the mix. He's not as hurt as sort of people made it out to be. 2-7-7-2 build. That's very fun here. I think that this is actually really, really well-built team that we just drafted. Now, time for a Puppy 3. Now, again, if any of you guys are new, the way that you get to the Puppy is you just go to the main page. You go to the lobby. You can do home. You can do NFL, whatever. You scroll over to the Puppy 3. I'm going to click enter. That is not me entering. I have to click yes to get in. Remember that. I have to click yes to get in. So I'm going to click enter. It's $5 to join. For anybody that wants to come in, I'm going to give a nice little countdown here, okay? I'm waiting for everybody. Getting your phones out. You're going to the Puppy. You're hovering over it. You're looking at it. You're waiting for me. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, wow. Oh, fellas, I don't know if any of y'all are going to get in here. Oh, boy. I really do not know. Let me know if any of you guys got in here. But I don't recognize any of these names, and I feel pretty terrible about it. But that's just kind of the nature of the Puppy. They fill so fast that you're not really going to get everybody in one draft. But it's a more price-friendly option that I can show. Ron about to hit a 360 no scope? No, that's on God, bro. I've been coming around on that strategy these days. 360, press the button, boom. But yeah, it's a low-calorie option, but there's also a bunch of junk in it that's pretty bad for you in terms of, like, it's just trying too hard to be a pre-workout. Like, it should just be caffeine, but it comes with, like, this is the bad stuff. Now, I will say it has, like, vitamin C, vitamin E, which is, like, interesting, but it doesn't need, has, like, taurine, L-tyrosine, L-citrulate, malate, glucose, like, it doesn't need all of these nonsense, like, supplements. That's the thing that I don't really like, and it's, like, a lot of artificial stuff in there, too. But 15 calories per serving, just straight caffeine is a pretty good deal. But again, it does have some whack stuff in there that's like artificial and probably not great for you over the long term. If I had my choice, it would be a sugar-free Red Bull. But I just don't have access to one of those right now. How'd you guys like that little G Fuel ad? I really should I really should start selling out and take on more sponsors. A G Fuel sponsor would be hilarious, dude. Hilarious. If I was just like, I'm out here, we're here because of one reason, G Fuel. How far are you moving Brees and Ramondre down after the free agent signing? Jacob made a good point about those signings not reducing those guys' ceilings at all, so it shouldn't matter. It should matter because we still do care about median outcomes. I think Jacob's a little bit more extreme than me. We still care about the median outcomes, but I'm moving both like down a half a round, and the market seems to be moving them down like a full to a round and a half. So I'm still higher than consensus on them pretty much. Yeah, exactly. It's all engagement farming, and it's okay, but it's just not what it used to be, man. It used to be so much better. I talked about this the other day, but oh wow, we're gonna get a 108 Kelsey. I've been getting a lot of questions recently. I think somebody might have said it in the chat, but they're like, "What, Ron? Can you show a team where you take Kelsey in the first round and then what you do from there?" So we'll have that today, and I'll make sure I try and include that in a future mock draft because it is important because it is like when you take Kelsey in the first round, you have to build your team from a completely different viewpoint than usual. Is that Mr. August? Might be. I gotta find the time. I gotta get a haircut before this draft over the weekend. I think I might get one Friday. I might get one tomorrow, but I'm gonna be doing some big videos tomorrow. I got planned. You got your pick 6. We have pick 6 and pick 5 in here. Love it, love it. Fed up with Rona. Oh, that's a great team name, man, or a great username. Reading amino acid calls it artificial. No, you're actually 100% right, but you get what I'm saying, dude. You get what I'm saying, man. I don't need the amino acids. So he goes Devontae. Mahomes is interesting, but we're going to go Pollard here. We'll go Pollard, Kelsey, and kind of see. Not taking a wide receiver until round 3 sucks, but we'll see what happens. We're begging for Mahomes to come back to us, but there's just simply no shot. Should try to get that Juvie sponsor. Huh. Nate Shots energy drink. User code for your $100 deposit. Love to see it, man. I have had... you guys want to hear something funny? I could tell you brands that have reached out to me. And the thing is that when you're starting out small as a creator, most of the opportunities that come your way are just like, we'll give you product for free if you promote it. And like for me, that's not interesting. Like you have to be giving me some money. Some guys who have done that, Bang energy drink, wanted to just send me a bunch of Bang, and then I would promote them with like no monetary. So I was just like, fuck off. But Bang energy has tried to make something work with me. But I don't drink Bang. I'm a guy, just give me 100, what is it, 100 milligrams or 100 grams? Just give me 100 milligrams of caffeine and I'm good. I don't need... Bang has like 300. Like at that point, I want to die and I have a headache and I feel like I just like packed a lip. Like it's the most insane shit of all time. I know some of you sickos out there prefer like 250 milligrams of caffeine in your energy drinks, pick me up, whatever you have, you know. I don't know what that equates to in coffee, what 250 milligrams of caffeine would be. I guess it'd be like a shit ton of espresso shots or whatever, but y'all gotta chill, man. Y'all gotta chill. Craig Kelsey strat to go for elite WB early. I'm assuming that you meant to say wide receiver. Elite white boy early is what I would call Travis Kelsey. Got him. Got him. You missed your draft, sad face, but yeah, but you're in this one now. This is a puppy, which is pretty fun. No haircuts in August. True, but we're also going down the shore. I got to be looking nice for the birds. Why no stack, dude? Pick 17 Mahomes feels like a fish play. Is really what it is. I would love to have a Kelsey Mahomes stack, but ideally that comes around in the second round. You could talk me in to taking Mahomes there. You could. But I do think Pollard's one of these guys that's going to rise in ADP and become like an early second after Zeke is no longer a Cowboy. Would it be worth it to trade Olave for Ridley when you don't have a Lawrence stack? I prefer Ridley there. This is your 0 RB team. Lamar, Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, Olave, Evans, Mark Andrews, Madison, James Cook, Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Achane. Wow, that's actually sweet, man. That's actually sweet. I actually really like that. Kelsey and T for me. Oh, Tay. Yeah, I was hoping for Devontae to make it back. Diggs and Lamb at the 111 is actually really sweet. How much valuable are RBs in 2 wide receiver as opposed to 3 wide receiver? I could give you the exact ratio because it's just 2 running backs to 3 wide receivers versus 2 running backs to 4 wide receivers. So what's that? 1 to 2. So they're, instead of being 2 times running backs in your lineup, they are I don't really love Metcalf, but let's just take Metcalf. I've been taking so much Debo. Or actually, no, I'm still going to take Debo here. Debo is still my guy at this spot. I debated long and hard about Jacobs or Ramondre, but I think it's important to get a wide receiver here. We're going to have options on the way back, like Etienne and Brees. But yeah, so 2 running backs versus 3 wide receivers versus 2 running backs versus 4 wide receivers. It's either 2x or 1.5x. So it's like 25% more valuable in a start 4 wide receiver league where you can 2 wide receiver, 2 flex, or 3 wide receiver, 1 flex. I think I did that correctly. I don't know. Yeah, sugar-free Red Bull is where I go. 400 milligrams pre in my handy dandy smoke stick before I hit the gym. God bless, Gavin. Holy, dude. Only supposed to drink half the Bang U. Anyways, the issue is that whenever I'm drinking, I'm down on the entire thing, bro. I hate to say it. Said drink 2 bangs? Yeah, pretty much. Joe Burrow is a second quarterback taken. Yeah, that is wild. I mean, Chase T. Burrow is interesting, but it's just like there's going to be guys who have this exact team who then waited for Burrow to get here and then pushed him past the Mahomes turn and got Burrow here and then gets leverage on your team by having studs in these 2 rounds. So I don't really see the point. I mean, he's kind of galaxy braining himself, but is there anything that I'm missing? I mean, Gibbs goes pretty early in this draft. Gibbs has been really creeping up, man. Gibbs has been really creeping up across the board. Underdog, high stakes, everything. I continue to see him not even fall to like 306 a lot of the time, which sucks because I have a tough time taking him that high. I'm trying to start doing it, but man. All right, so we are now on the clock here. Man, we could have gotten Ramondre or Jacobs to fall to us and we get sniped. I do technically like Brees and Etienne over Judy, but I'll just take the highest ADP wide receiver here. We'll go Judy. We'll wait out on running back. We get some division shootouts with Judy to Kelsey as well. I don't understand the first round ADP for A.J. Brown. What puts him ahead of the CD tier? You tell me, because I agree. James Cook or Dobbins for a 5th. If they're both 5ths, probably Dobbins, but if they're both 5ths, I wouldn't really want one. Yeah, exactly. They easily could have gone in the 4th or 5th. Wow, 372 people in here. My goodness. You guys are going crazy, dude. I do appreciate everyone that comes out here. You guys are the best. By the way, look out for a... we didn't have a video today, and it honestly kind of bums me out that because I've been trying to do like a video a day and a stream a day, but it's just been, you know, every few days I'm not going to have a video up. But we're going to have Hero RB draft strategy up tomorrow, bright and early in the morning, so be on the lookout for that. Should be an absolute banger. Fields in the 9th or Diggs in the 3rd? Probably Fields in the 9th. Energy drinks are really bad for you. I used to consume every day, but stopped. Yeah, they're not great. I mean, sugar-free Red Bull I feel like is the worst, is the best of the worst, if that makes sense. Especially just like 80 milligrams of caffeine, sugar-free Red Bull. Seems pretty okay. Crack open a C4 for every stream. Man, you're a beauty. I finally found Ron live. Tell me why this isn't a DAX stack. I don't have a Cowboy just yet. Or I do have Pollard. I guess it could be a DAX stack. We're just not quite there yet. Nah, sugar-free Red Bull's got to be pretty common. All I can say is the biggest deep sleeper this year is Donovan Peoples-Jones. Huh. Try bet a Bijan is not nutty to me. I think that a lot of... wow. Smitty Fat Stacks does not give a fuck, bro. James Cook, Javonte Williams, taking nothing at ADP in this draft here. He's gone Burrow, 26, his ADP is 48. James Cook, 47, his ADP is 83. Javonte pick 50, his ADP is 77. T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, the only guys that he's taken where they should be taken. So respect, I mean, God bless Smitty, dude. Smitty Fat Stacks. I'll call him Smitty Fat Nads, bro. Laying his balls on the table for us here. I love, oh my God, someone just took... Oh, please don't get scrapped, man. Please, if this gets scrapped, I will have to come to somebody's house and hurt them in person. God damn it. I think that this will still stand. It shouldn't go away. But this is honestly a vote of you guys should be in puppies 100%. The rooms are as soft as ever. Like we said, like this Smitty Fat Stacks guys going crazy. 5th round Isaiah Likely. $5 investment means that these guys don't give a shit about these drafts. If you want to go out there and mine EV and take advantage of soft draft rooms, you have to spam these puppies. It's 40% full, though. It's going to fill very soon. Yeah, and we just got this value on Terry McLaurin. In a BBM, Terry McLaurin is never here. 46 ADP. We're even at 56, 10 picks past ADP. Absolutely beautiful stuff there. Beautiful stuff there. My goodness, that's nice. Oh, we have a super chat from Joe Dokes. Haircut fund. I appreciate that, man. I do have Ramondre ranked ahead of Brees. I do agree. I preferred Bijan over Chubb, but there's a lot of dudes out there that like the safe and security of Chubb there, and a lot of guys can't wrap their head around drafting a rookie in the first round. Do you dislike someone else in the 49ers or think there's enough to go around? I just think that Debo is what Shanahan believes is their best playmaker and their best player, and he has multiple paths to volume through carries, targets, everything. And he's a really talented player that was very inefficient last year. He's somebody that could be really good this year. I do like third-round Debo personally. You said you watch the streams all the time and never comment, so what's good, Ron? What's going on, man? I appreciate that. I do appreciate you silent lurkers out there, because I'll be honest with you guys, I am myself kind of a silent lurker. Fifth round, did Brees go fifth round here? Wow. Fifth round Brees almost made it back to us. God damn. Dude, you guys got to hop in these puppies. Holy, dude. Fifth round Brees almost made it back to us. Almost. I wanted it bad, bro. Let me get Lockett here, please, Mad Mike. I'd do anything for 6th round Tyler Lockett here. I mean anything. Please, Mad Mike. Please, please, please. Can I please just get a crumb of that? Love it. I love that dude, Cedric Highsmith or whatever on TikTok. He's known now for the, like, no changeup, no curveball, nothing but fucking gas. But I do love that, you have, like, a hot chick walk by and you'd be like, slap my grandma with a iron pan. I don't know what I'm saying, man. 11:50. It's 10:55 p.m., dude. I'm just out here living, vibing on the mic. Man, Dobbins would have been a fun pick there. If Lockett was gone, I'm starting to come around on the idea that if Dobbins is available anywhere in the 6th round, he's just an auto pick. He's just an auto pick. It'll be very unique, man. Man, you didn't ask nicely, and you asked in all caps, but I will oblige, begrudgingly. Chubb, Pollard, Lamb. Oh, jeez, dude. There's so many players there, dude. There's so many players for me to rank. I would put, like, you're not making this easy for me, brother. There's so many players, dude. But I would go, like, I think I would go Lamb. Probably Lamb. A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Pollard, Chubb. Is probably where I'm at there. If this draft doesn't get thrown out, you might take it down. If I could have gone a 5th round Brees, it would have been done, bro. It would have been over. When is the next Pomeranian? I don't know. They really just throw out these contests to slow down BBM. I probably shouldn't say that though. Man, do I wish I got that Brees. Yeah, this is just what puppies have been looking like. I've been getting comments and stuff like, oh yeah, this was my start to a puppy, and it's like, seems like it. Do you think anyone can win with best ball without any stacks? It'll be tougher, but I think anybody anywhere can win. I mean, just have to hit the right numbers pretty much at that point. They get scrapped if, like, too much weird shit happens, where if somebody drafts, like, 7 QBs or nothing gets nixed. Yeah, it doesn't happen a ton. So many people seem to auto-draft in the puppy. The $5 is not even interesting enough for them to stick around. Yeah, exactly. Like, pretty much you can draft in, like, almost bot lobbies is what I would almost call these. You got, Deshaun at the 9-10. I was going to say Christian Watson. No way. Takes likely. See you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, Henry. It's 5 a.m. where you guys are at. It's so crazy to me, like, how many international there guys there are who like fantasy football. That's crazy. You're saying my receivers shaped up nicely? Oh, 100%. Wide receivers have sort of fallen to us. Like, we took a little bit of a gamble not taking a wide receiver until round 3, but I think we've recovered nicely. We have wide receivers through the flex. Pollard as our hero RB. Elite Onesie and Kelsey. It's a fun team. I don't really know what my next play is, though. We can't take either of these tight ends. Quentin Johnston's interesting. We could get David Montgomery as the other side of this Dallas game, which could be fun. That's pretty much where my head's at. So Montgomery, Quentin Johnston. There goes Kamara. I don't take a lot of Montgomery. And I kind of want to just for the Dallas-Detroit stack. It would open us up to Goff. It would open us up to really pursue Dak. I do think Quentin Johnston's the pick here, but let's draft David Montgomery. Why not? Lockett or JSN this year? I have him back-to-back. Probably Lockett, unless here. This is going to sound like a cop-out, but if I'm drafting a guy who is going to start in my lineup week 1, it's Lockett. If I already have enough wide receivers through my flex, it's JSN. I hope that kind of makes sense. Do you play video games? I do. Not a ton right now, but I do. I do play video games, actually. Like, after this, I might run up some PGA 14, but I do play video games. I have Series X. I'm planning to get the Madden trial and mess around on it, but I fall for Madden every year, and it sucks every time. But I play sports games. I love FIFA. I like playing FIFA, NHL, Madden, UFC. I dabble in Overwatch sometimes. I was playing MLB The Show with my buddy the other day. But I play pretty much any sports game. Thoughts on pumping your own gas? Also, would you take thoughts on pumping your own gas? As a New Jersey resident, I've never pumped my own gas, and I don't know how to. Would you take Geno in the 20th or Brock in the 20th in a keeper? Geno for me. Yep. Dobbins pretty much the only RB1 on the top 5 offense with 0 competition. He also has the #1 yards per carry among all active running backs in the NFL. Now, yards per carry is kind of a terrible stat, but he's really efficient, really good. He caught 20-plus passes every year of his career at Ohio State. He's a good bet to make. Now, I don't love... what are we going to set up here? Denver, Michael Thomas, Rashad Bateman. Could go a running back here. We'll go 8th round James Conner. We're gonna make it a little more balanced this draft. We'll take some more early round running, or not early round running backs, but early for me. This is the last one for tonight. Is Ron cool enough to give KP a shout out? Corey Pfaff? Sorry if I missed reason. Just curious why I take Kelsey at 8. I'm drafting 8th, and I'm in the same boat with Kelsey, but don't like my picks past round 2 usually. For me, this is just a spot where I think it's time to take Kelsey. But to be honest with you, if this was not Underdog kind of pushes up tight ends a little bit. I would take Bijan over Kelsey, but then once Bijan's gone, I'd be fine taking Kelsey at like 9. If the top 3 RBs are gone, and those wide receivers are gone, that's when I take Kelsey. But if I can take Diggs, Kupp, Tyreek, Bijan over Kelsey, I would. So it really just depends on who's available. Yeah, PGA 14. I play a bunch of games on my Xbox 360. My main rotation on my Xbox 360 recently has been PGA 14. It's like Tiger Woods PGA 14. It's a really cool game. NCAA 14, and then NBA 2K 13. QB tight end stack is good enough. I will say I think maybe something I should have really pushed home. Something I would have really pushed home. What am I trying to say? In the stacking video earlier this week, is like a quarterback to just one teammate is a more than fine stack. I wouldn't feel any pressure to go more than just QB tight end. I passed it on the QJ Herbert stack after he gifted to him. I think he still ended up getting it. Yeah, I mean, Mad Mike put on an absolute performance there. He pushed Quentin Johnston around the turn, got the elite tight end, stacked him to Justin Herbert. It's a good draft. Outside of Alexander Madison, I like that draft. Round 6 Alexander Madison's not terrible though. I'll give you that. I mean, you don't pump your own gas in Jersey. You don't pump your own gas, man. I pull up and some dude in a light vest comes on out. I give him my card. He pumps my gas, and I scurry on out of there. Like, I'm telling you straight up, dude. I've been to Pennsylvania, or obviously I've been to other states and stuff. I'm trying to say, like, where I was driving, because I've been on, like, family trips and stuff, but, like, in terms of, like, where I was driving. I've still never had to pump my own gas, and I'd probably have to park in the gas station and look up a YouTube video. I know that sounds real sad, fellas, but I'm like, I've never pumped gas. I don't even know how the thing works. Yeah, 2K is better than Madden. Like, the franchise mode is way better, but 2K hasn't been the same since, like, I don't know, like pre-2K20. Like 2K, like all the sports games suck. Really, what is my take on the whole thing is they should really just operate like your Overwatches and Rainbow Six Sieges, where you release one title every like 3 to 5 years and just make it a really, really, really strong game, and update the rosters every year for a set amount of money as like a DLC. But they would never. There's not enough money. Yeah, exactly. He got it anyways. Absolute beauty. Yeah, I like Bryce Young too, man. Literally, Bryce Young would be a Joe Burrow level prospect if he just wasn't small. Like, that's literally his only knock, is that he's undersized. When are redraft value videos coming out, like values on Sleeper on ESPN? That's actually, those are the videos I'm working on tomorrow. So Hero RB is going to hit your inbox tomorrow, and then the values is probably going to be in your inbox like Friday, Saturday. 500 likes and I'll stream Overwatch? Potentially. I would take Hill over Bijan personally. You said, thoughts on JT leaving practice earlier today? I don't really have a take on it just yet. Oh, man, I would have loved to get Bateman there. So I think we're just not going to get too greedy here. And we're going to go Dak. We'll go Dak and see what makes it back to us. I was going to take Jameson Williams, but chance he might fall with that injury anyways. And I was eyeing up this guy who took Amon-Ra St. Brown doesn't have a QB yet. So he might have, I mean, might have galaxy brained, but he could have gone. 2K13 slaps. Dude, 2K13's sweet, dude. Why do they pay someone to do that? I don't really know. I don't tip the gas pumper, no. Maybe I should, but I don't think people do. I think you just pay for the gas. Maybe the gas is more expensive there in Jersey. No shot, Andrew. No shot. Why is Waller going ahead of Pitts? I'm kind of coming around on Waller over Pitts. Most tight ends that ball out in a given year and are like a top 5 tight end or have like 1,000 receiving yards are guys that have already done it before, and Waller has already done it before. But I do like Pitts. It is actually hilarious that you guys, I mean, it makes sense that you guys aren't aware that Jersey doesn't pump gas, but like it is very funny. Like I'm straight up telling you, I do not know how, like I guess it would be pretty easy. What, you just put your card in, you put the nozzle in your tank, and then you're holding the button the entire time, or what? You getting any on the floor? I feel like I would spill some. I don't know. This might be some of the dumbest stuff I've ever talked about on this channel. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like I would spill some. Like, you get charged for any that you spill? I don't know. I think I'm definitely way overcomplicating it. That's 100% a possibility here. I'll give you that. I'm 100% overthinking this. So is Goff already gone? No, he's not. All right, so we're definitely eyeing up Goff. There's no Detroit pass catcher we can get until Laporta later. Mad Mike gets auto-picked yet again. I don't even really like Tyler Boyd, but I think he makes sense on this team just to get a bring back on Kelsey, just in case if that Bengals game pops off. Just in case if like T. Higgins and Jamar Chase aren't the guys you need and it's actually Tyler Boyd in that final week, we actually get a huge payoff there. Other than that, Underdog ADP is probably the most efficient way to gauge value. Chris knows what he's talking about. You should play Rocket League. Dude, I've played Rocket League before and I suck. I suck, bro. Oh, we got a super chat from SS Austin. What are your thoughts on Darren Waller being a great value pick? Also, want to know how you feel about Chubb being an older guy but still really good. I like Waller. Waller's a guy I've been drafting. I prefer to take him in the 7th, but now you have to take him in the 6th, which is still fine. But I like Waller. Actually, he went in the 7th in this draft, so I guess he's going in the 7th in some places. But Waller's a really fun pick where, again, like most of the guys who are really good at the tight end position, I wish I could pull up the tweet, but somebody had a good tweet about it. But pretty much, if you have balled out at tight end before, you are likely to ball out at tight end again. Like those elite seasons, it's usually guys who are just repeat performers. So getting a pretty decent discount on that with Waller in an offense that should take a step forward this year. He should lead this offense in targets. Like Waller's a guy you can make an argument for Waller as high as tight end 4. You can make an argument for Waller as high as tight end 3, and I would probably hear you out. Not that that's where I would take him, but he has that in his range. And then how do I feel about Chubb? I was taking some Chubb when he was a middle second. Now that he's a consensus first and goes to the 10 spot, I can't. I'm taking all of these wide receivers over him. I'm taking Pollard over him. I'm taking Saquon and Bijan over him. So Chubb for me is just tough. The passing catching upside has never been there. I do think that it could be there this year, but the price has gone up to the first round, and he's just out of where I would be willing to take him at this point. Yeah, we have a full-on Pitts denier in the chat right now, which I respect. I respect how hard you're talking about it, but goddamn. I mean, I am 22. Any trip that I've been on have been with friends or family, and I've never had to pump gas. I promise I've been places, but I've just recently become an adult. I'm 22. Anywhere I've traveled, I'm usually not the driver. You have to learn to pump gas in college. That makes sense. You can hold the lever, but there's a notch that will hold it in place. Huh. And it'll auto stop. Well, it won't overflow the tank. It knows when it's done. Do you type in how much money you want first, or does it just fill up the entire tank? Nozzle in, push the metal thing up, hold the button, set, clip, wait. And it... When does it... You said the auto. Does it stop when it hits, like, let's say you set it at $20, or does it stop when the thing fills? Can you set it at $20? Can you set it at fill the entire thing? I agree. Most sports franchises died the day that competition died out. Like I love those. I can't remember the names of these channels, but they do those like retro perspectives on like sports games. But the fall of all of the sports games have been a lack of competition. Competition is what made the sports games stay on their toes, innovate, everything like that. Now all of them have monopolies and just feed off of microtransactions, and it's a fucking sad business these days. A lot of their revenues coming from 13-year-olds on mommy's credit card, man. It's awful. It's awful. No, you put it in before you start pumping the gas. No, you guys are right. You guys are right. Akira or Vanacek next year? Give me Akira, dude. Oh, we have another super chat. Brady Pittman. Rate pick 105. What is AR-15 ceiling? AR-15 ceiling is QB1 in fantasy Cam Newton's rookie year. I'll make sure I look at your draft after we're done here, though. From the 105. 105. I'll remember that. I got you. Let's think. Should we just force Goff here? I don't really think we have to. Let's do it. Let's go Goff. Let's go Goff and start starring these Cowboys in Detroit. It doesn't really help to have two quarterbacks in the same game, but I think when they're both like middle round QBs like this, it's probably a fine thing to do. I don't think it's really a bad idea. And it's probably going to end up being a 3 QB build anyways, which I think is going to be fun. But we'll definitely make sure that we keep an eye on Laporta. I don't know why I'm starring these guys. I have no interest. Maybe Josh Reynolds, but probably not. Now our other QB options can be guys like Russ, Brock Purdy, Howell. Okay, so we have options to stack. We have like this is like one of the more balanced teams that I'll build. So this is actually pretty fun. Oh, apparently you can't tip in Jersey, which makes sense. Like, you had me feeling bad for a second when I was like, fuck, like, maybe I should be tipping these guys, but, like, it's just not the way the game is played. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Or maybe you can tip in Jersey? I don't know, dude. The New York guys tip in Jersey a lot more than we PA guys did, huh? Maybe I'm an asshole, dude. Now we're talking, Christian. We have a full tutorial. Put card in, press or lift the type of gas you want. Probably 87. Put the gas pump in your car gas tank. Pull the lever. You can keep your hands off while it pumps. Okay. And then stops automatically. Okay. Perfect. I might have to, maybe I'll film a vlog and go to Pennsylvania. So this is hilarious. We love you. Yeah, you guys are. It's illegal to pump your own gas in Jersey, huh? You ever travel outside the States or just in the country? I haven't been out of the States often. I've only been to like the Bahamas or like Bermuda. But yeah, never been outside the States. But I've been to Florida. I've been to St. Louis, Pennsylvania. I think New Hampshire. This is going to sound weird, but we're going to go Russ here and just like triple tap QB here. It's like kind of a weird thing to do, but now we're done at QB. I feel like we've been very balanced at running back and wide receiver here. I haven't really felt forced to make anything happen there. And then we'll make sure that we kind of set up on the back half here some Denver Chargers, some Cowboys Detroit, and get in our bag stacking-wise. I think that this should be good. This should be good. It's not the prettiest roster of all time. I'll give you that. Do you post your draft boards? I don't post them, but I kind of look through them, I guess. I post the redraft high-stakes stuff we do. Bird Gang, bleed green, go Birds? Nah, none of that. Super chat from Corey Piffoff. I appreciate that, man. You said, minus Bijan, which rookie will prosper this season? Gibbs, but he's one of the easy ones. So give me, like Gibbs and JSN are really easy. But give me Quentin Johnston. If not Quentin Johnston, give me Marvin Mims, and give me Zach Charbonnet. Those are some of the names I'll put out there. Bro is one of the biggest fantasy football brands I've ever come across, and it's never pumped gas. Wild, bro. Makes you think, man. ESPN NFL game with Carmen Electra was amazing back in the day. Now, Carmen Electra is a name I know. Now, she was a little bit before my time, but I know of this special lady. So people are saying you can prepay for an amount. All right, I'm gonna keep this all in the back of my mind. This is all good information. To be clear, you do not have to tip. You can though. Man, maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe I'm an asshole. Next intro to Crazy Ambassador has to be Ron trying to figure out how to pump gas. I think that might be on the way. When Ron wins $3 million, he's gonna pump gas in his Bugatti. Oh yeah, only my hands attached to the pump will be doing that. It is a very funny thing, though. It is a very funny thing that you don't really think about, but. Yeah, in Jersey, we don't fill gas. All gas, no brakes in August. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I heard, I haven't watched the new Hard Knocks, but I heard Robert Saleh absolutely ripped apart the offensive line, which I'm happy, dude. The offensive line has been bad. Big Gulps, A? Not sure I know that movie. maybe super bad, but I don't think so. Man, Laporta went. I wanted Laporta bad. Jeez. All right, so we are in a rough spot here. Not even going to lie to y'all. This has to be wide receiver. Let's go MVS. I don't really love MVS, but he like kind of comes in with like our KC stuff that we have going on here. And nothing else sticks out to me as like a must-draft player on the board either. Oh, Gerald Everett. Oh, I don't know why I have tight end not on the board. Oh, that needed to be Gerald Everett. Needed to be Gerald Everett, but I'm not super sad about it. We already have Kelsey. Like, we can definitely wait on tight end too. But correlation-wise, that made a good chunk of sense. But it's not necessary because I also... Gallup is no longer around. He must have just went. Huh. Yeah, so I'm actually good on Everett. I don't even want Everett at this point, now that I've looked at what we're cooking up here. This is not a great team. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. This is not a great team. Of course, Corey. How many of each position players you draft here in BBM? However much you please. MVS is the move. Yeah, okay, bet. The rookie show sucked this year in Hard Knocks. Damn, you hate to hear that. Bugatti's right on Dom and Crystal. Oh, Dumb and Dumber. Like a fever dream I have from my childhood is I watched Dumb and Dumber, like in the fall when I was sick, and I left the heater on way too high, and I fell asleep and I woke up like with the craziest fever of all time, with like hot sweats and like heat stroke pretty much. But I remember I was watching Dumb and Dumber as I dozed off into sleep and then woke up just sick, hot as hell, fever out the ass. I'm looking at... I like Pierce more than Thielen, but Thielen passed ADP, that tasty, tasty value. I think we're actually just going to take I think it just makes more sense to take a running back here. I'll mix in some more Singletary, I guess. Like Singletary, I guess, is a good pick. Maybe it'll be more of a committee on the Texans, but I really don't know. Browns and Lions were so much better. It doesn't shock me, to be honest. Of course, you have like the legendary, the Shannon Sharp one when it was the Ravens, where the guy did the impersonation, was great. I don't know if I remember. I've never had the chance to have someone pump gas for me. I pumped gas twice today, once for my work truck and once for my car. It's a pretty nice thing, man. You pull up, turn the car off, hand the card to your boy. You give him that. He fills her up. Because in Jersey, you can either give him like $20 cash and just fill it up $20 cash regular. You can do $10 cash. You can fill up the entire tank. You can do 30. Like, you can, whatever increment, card, cash, whatever you want. Pretty sweet system, huh? Remember to toss team 5 100%. 100%. I got team 5. Once we're through 18, I got team 5. Don't you worry, my boy. Said if I ever go outside the country, go to Brazil and try to go to the city of Buzios. Most beautiful place I've ever been by far, huh? Buzios. I'm screwing that up, bro. No shot that's how you say that. My buddy just sent me his MLB The Show pack that he just pulled. I thought it was a bit more urgent. But he just pulled a 300K player on MLB The Show because we play like co-op Ultimate Team or whatever. He pulled a 99 Cy Young DeGrom. I don't know if that means anything to anybody in here, but it sounds like a pretty cool card. I do walk downstairs to work. This is very, very true, man. The Mike Vrabel rookie year impersonation and the Texans rookie ones, yeah, 100%. You said, yo, Ron, got to give the new intro some love. The OG one slap, but this one's growing on me. I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. I like K Texas, man. Like, if I pull up my Spotify on repeat, I will say, so the song that we have on from K Texas, again, he's a, I wouldn't say that rapping is his main gig. It's like more of his side hustle, but he like started out on SoundCloud in high school and is still makes music here and there. But the one we have on is called Snow Cone, is the name of that song. But his best song in my eyes, that the issue is that he like used a beat from a popular SoundCloud thing, and we got copyright striked when I was testing that on like private videos, so we couldn't use it. But his best song in my opinion is Why They Mad. Why They Mad goes crazy. But Why They Mad and Snow Cone are literally on my like on repeat on Spotify. Like I fuck with K Texas. Like that's not just like a random song I have on there. How you feeling about Zach Ertz? Now that he will most likely start week 1, I can't stop drafting him in the last round. Oof, he's so old coming off that ACL. It's tough, dude. I think I'd rather the young upside guys, but it's interesting. You said, holy shit, that card is expensive. Get it authenticated. I mean, it's a MLB The Show card. 300K coins or stubs. So we're getting some players to fall past their ADPs. I think this has to be... I'm going to take Jeff Wilson here. I'm trying to get more Jeff Wilson. I also need to really figure out in my head what this team's going to end up looking like. It's going to be probably a 3-6-7-2, now that I sort of think about it. Probably a 3-6-7-2, maybe a 3-5-8-2. One of those two I'm thinking about. What's the name of the song in the OG intro? That is Juice by Chance the Rapper. Chance's old stuff is sweet, man. I used it because he was a guy who was never with a label, so you didn't get copyrighted for any of the stuff off of that. What the hell is that album called? Acid Rap. But Acid Rap wasn't made by a label. It's like a mixtape, so none of it really got copyrighted. But I think since they added revenue sharing and since Chance has started to put his stuff back out onto like Spotify and stuff, it got flagged like 6 or so months ago. Pump your own gas next time, Ronald. Hey, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. When do you guys think the Puppy 3 fills up, man? We're at like 40% right now. Tomorrow is Thursday. I'd say Friday noon, Puppy is probably full. And I think I'm even being generous there. Any thoughts on Taysom Hill? High TD upside for a second or third tight end? And in best ball, he's fun. But outside of that, that's about it. What's his name? It's KTXAS. I have a link in the description that actually has his like Spotify page and stuff. He has a lot of songs he's put out, but the two I like the most are Why They Mad and Snow Cone. All right, so let's go Jake Ferguson here. Boom. We now have our two tight ends. We have our Dallas-Detroit correlation. We have Cincy versus KC. We have Denver. We need a Los Angeles Chargers bring back. We'll probably go with one of Kelly or Spiller in the last round. Somebody asked, do I like Kelly or Spiller? I don't have a lean. I think as of right now, I would lean Spiller. Just because I think he has a little bit more upside, but they're both not great. How many BBMs you still got to grind out? Plan is to get to 150 by kickoff, and right now this is draft number, or the one we just finished up was draft 101. I was listening to Ultralight Beam. Yeah, his old stuff was great, man. His old stuff was great. I don't listen to his new stuff. Thoughts on Jawan Johnson and Curtis Samuel at their ADP? In best ball, I don't mind them. Managed, I'm not taking either of them really, but best ball, they're fun. Jawan Johnson's a guy that I drafted a lot of early, and then we had Jimmy Graham come on over, and then also Foster Moreau. So it's a pretty crowded room, but Jawan Johnson is interesting as like a wide receiver convert that's like really athletic, has some juice. Chargers fan Palmer's going to the season as wide receiver 3. He's very improved. I imagine Vikings fans would have said the same thing about Olabisi Johnson, Justin Jefferson's rookie year. I ain't falling for it, my brother. He might be on the depth chart week 1 or wide receiver 3 week 1. But when I draft rookies, I'm drafting for that late season upside. You know, Christian Watson probably wasn't the starter. Same with Amon-Ra St. Brown. When you're drafting rookies, especially ones that you're not drafting early, you don't need them to be the starter right away. Mike Williams or Keenan Allen could get hurt, thrusting Quentin Johnson into a role. There's just a lot of pass for him to hit. Any chance you do a Bulldog 2, or is that a little too much? It's a little too much. Maybe we will. Not tonight, but maybe in the future we will. I'm thinking Dotson, the way he played in preseason. Yeah, Dotson's been getting a lot of hype. I've been taking a little bit more of him recently, too. How's everybody doing, though? We got 2 rounds left. I'm a little tired. I'm going to wrap up here. Brush my teeth. Grab the dog. Go to bed. Maybe play 9 holes on PGA 14, but probably not, dude. It's so late. Probably not. Talking about it, I was like, man, maybe I should. Maybe I should hop on Pebble Beach and go crazy, but probably not, dude. Yeah, it sadly is almost a lock. I mean, you hate to bet on injuries, but in the NFL, am I sending Bijan and Ridley for Chase in Dynasty? Probably not, but it's like extremely, extremely close. If I'm rebuilding, I probably prefer Chase, though. That's what it comes down to for me. It's like really close. If I'm rebuilding, I'll take Chase side. If I'm trying to win, I'll hold on to Bijan and Ridley. But I wouldn't sell Chase for that price, if that makes sense. A little Kevin Gates vibe. What, K-Texas? I do like me some Kevin Gates. My favorite genre of Kevin Gates is when he sings those like Blink 182 songs. One of me and my buddy's like favorite videos is that there was that one video series where like they asked him a bunch of questions. He started singing those I don't know what you want to call them. White boy alt music, I would say. When's the next high stakes draft? Potentially tomorrow. Be on the lookout tomorrow. I'll just say that. No hints, no nothing, but probably tomorrow at some point. All right, so now we're up here. We have 2 picks left. This has to be a wide receiver. Let's just go Mechie. I think Mechie's just the best player on the board. He's fallen way too far. And then our last pick here will be one of Kelly or Spiller. I don't really know which one. Probably Spiller. But it's probably going to be a spur-of-the-moment type of thing. Now, I will say, is there ever a scenario in Dynasty where you just build out a squad loaded with running back? Probably not. Like, in a perfect world, I'm never really trying to start running backs in my flex spot. Like, I'll definitely be loaded with running back in terms of, like, I definitely have teams where, like, my RB1 and RB2 are really solid. Like, I have a team with JT and Saquon in Dynasty with, like, Mahomes at QB, and it's really sick. But that's really it. Like, I'm not trying to, like, then have Breece Hall as well and, like, 4 straight running backs. Like, maybe if it's, like, whack settings and it's, like, point per first down, it's just, like, point per carry, it's just, like, you know, glazing the running back, then maybe. But that's about it. Oh, I love the Sunday. I think I've seen the Sunday conversations, but I love the Sunday conversation stuff. Yeah, this is a best ball. You on the Sam Laporta hype? Yes, sir. I think he's going to run enough routes to be relevant, which is what it comes down to for rookie tight ends. It's not just so much simple. It's not so much as simply. Jeez, dude. We're going to go Isaiah Spiller here. But it's not so much as simply rookie tight ends don't pan out. It's rookie tight ends don't get routes, and then they don't score points. But Sam Laporta is a guy who I think is going to run routes right away, which means he could score points. Very rarely do I end up with Kyler Murray, but I don't love him. He's just tough, man. Like by the time he comes back, might be too late. If they're really bad, he might get shut down. Like, that's a possibility. He could come back and then not rush a ton and then not really even be that relevant as a fantasy QB. Taking him very, very, very sparingly. How do you feel about the Bears' backfield? Love Herbert, but don't know much about Roschon Johnson. Roschon Johnson's a really fun prospect. He kind of looks like Dameon Pierce, where he's not going to pop analytically, but he's really good at breaking tackles and being efficient and being a talented player. So I like taking shots on Roschon late, but Khalil Herbert's definitely the guy to own. Now, we do owe somebody a super chat. I believe it was pick 5. I do want to make sure it was pick 5. Brady Pittman. Pick 5, he goes Tyreek, Devonta Smith, Jahmyr Gibbs, Joe Mixon, Christian Kirk, Marquise Brown, Michael Pittman. He goes Tua Richardson. That's actually a fun Tua to Tyreek Hill. I don't love Mixon, but I think you can get away with the way you did it here, where you just took him in the 4th round and then didn't take another running back until Tank Bigsby. So that's actually more than fine. Pittman to Anthony Richardson, Tua to Tyreek Hill. That's beautiful. Tank Bigsby's nice. You kind of got some Jacksonville vibes going on here. Sam Fran, Laporta is your first tight end. Gainwell at running back. My bad if like me switching back and forth is like not good viewing experience for you guys. Good AV, audio visual. You have Carolina to Jacksonville. You have Cincinnati, New England. I think you could have kept it with just 2 QBs in this build. But outside of that, it's a really fun team. Like, you got the New England stuff late. I guess Tucker's just your guy. I don't really see any Saints or Tampa Bay. But I'd give this team, honestly, I was ready to like roast the hell out of this team, but it's honestly pretty solid. Like, I do want to. Let's look at it from this perspective for a second here. Let's see what it looks like on paper. Fed up with Rona. So Tua, Anthony Richardson, Mac Jones. It's a 3-6-6-3 build. Gibbs, Mixon, Bigsby, Tyreek, Devonta Smith, Kirk, Marquise Brown. I think I would have taken one of those QBs and put that towards wide receiver or running back, but I think it's a fine team. I would give it probably a B+. I'd say it's solid. But I appreciate everybody going out. I appreciate everybody coming out, hopping in the stream. Another absolutely smashing success. You guys have been absolutely killing it, dude. Like, murdering these streams. Like, we had like 380 in here at one point, which like would have been a record if you guys didn't put 500 people in here when Breece Hall or when Dalvin Cook signed with the Jets. So appreciate everything. Like I said, you guys keep showing up. I'll keep showing up. We're streaming every day until kickoff. I'm trying to get you guys as many good, really good videos as possible tomorrow. Be on the lookout bright in the morning. Hero RB draft strategy video will be coming out tomorrow morning. Make sure, if you're new, we just did a bunch of Underdog fantasy drafts. We're going to be doing Underdog fantasy drafts every single day on stream until week 1. So make sure you hop on Underdog Fantasy. I have a link in the live chat, description, comment section down below. Click the link, takes you to Underdog Fantasy. It'll match your first deposit up to $100. You can come out here and draft teams with us every single day. So, I appreciate you guys. It's late. Have a good night. Expect more heat tomorrow. And I will see you guys in the next one.